The moment you stand up, your cat is already moving. Not wandering, not stretching, moving. Straight to your seat, like they've been waiting for their window. And honestly, they have been. Most people laugh it off. But what if that one tiny move is one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat ever does? Because when you understand what's actually behind it, it stops being funny and starts being something you'll never look at the same way again. Let's break it down. 1. Your scent is their version of home. Have you ever watched how your cat sits in your spot? They don't just sit, they press into it. They need it. They do a slow circle like they're savouring every second. That's not about the cushion. Your cat's nose is roughly 14 times more powerful than yours. And that seat? It's soaked in something completely irreplaceable. Not your shampoo, not your detergent. You. The natural oils from your skin. The specific chemistry of your body that no other human on Earth shares. A 2017 study in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats exposed to their owner's scent showed measurably lower stress hormones than those exposed to a stranger's scent, or no scent at all. Your smell isn't just comforting to them, it literally dials down their anxiety at a biological level. So when they sink into your seat the second you leave, they're not stealing warmth. They're surrounding themselves with the one thing that makes them feel safe when you're not physically there. It's the same reason a child sneaks into their parents' bed when they're scared. They're not after the mattress, they're after the feeling. And here's the thing, that scent connection is just the surface. What it actually means runs a lot deeper, and we're going to get there. Just quickly before we continue, if you're enjoying this content, be sure to subscribe so we can share these videos with more cat lovers who want to understand all the quirks of these wonderful little creatures. 2. They're not taking your spot, they're marking you as theirs. Here's where most people get it completely backwards. Your cat isn't stealing from you, they're giving you something. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, their paws, the base of their tail. When they settle into your seat, the place that already smells most like you, they're depositing their scent right on top of yours. On purpose. In cat social behaviour, scent mixing isn't a coincidence, it's a declaration. It's how cats say, "You belong to my group." They do it with cats they trust. They do it with spaces they feel safe in, and they are absolutely doing it with you. That seat, to your cat, is the single most concentrated version of you in the entire house. And they're choosing to put themselves there, to blend their scent with yours, to say, "This spot is yours, but you are mine." It's the exact same behaviour as when they headbutt you, or drag their cheek across your leg when you walk through the door. They're claiming you. And if you really think about it, that's one of the most genuinely affectionate things they could possibly do. 4. You preheated it perfectly, and they are absolutely not wasting that. Cats run hotter than we do. Their normal body temperature sits between 100 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which means their ideal environmental temperature is higher than ours too. What feels perfectly comfortable to you can actually feel a little cool to them. This is why they're obsessed with laptops, laundry fresh from the dryer, sunny patches on the floor, and yes, your seat the moment you leave it. You just spent 30 minutes, an hour, maybe longer warming that cushion to the perfect temperature. From your cat's perspective, that is an extraordinary gift. A preheated, scent-soaked, perfectly positioned resting spot. And it's free. Researchers studying thermal behaviour in cats have found they actively seek out warm surfaces to maintain body temperature with minimal calorie burn. It's not laziness, it's efficiency hardwired into their biology. So while it looks like they're being a little gremlin about it, they're genuinely being resourceful. You did the hard part, they're just making the most of it. 5. They've been studying you, more closely than you realise. For a long time, the assumption was that cats were too independent to pay attention to what humans do. Dogs learn from people, cats just coexist, right? A 2020 study from the University of Vienna completely dismantled that idea. Cats engage in what researchers call social learning. They watch their owners, absorb patterns, and consciously adjust their own behavior based on what they observe. So every time you've gone back to that same seat, to relax, to scroll, to decompress, your cat has been logging it. That spot, in their mind, is where you go to feel good. And because they trust you more than they trust their own instincts in a lot of situations, they've concluded, if it works for them, it works for me. This is also why cats often mirror their owner's emotional state. Calm owner, calm cat. Anxious owner, suddenly your cat is pacing. They're reading you constantly. And that chair you keep gravitating back to has become part of the blueprint they follow. 6. They knew you were leaving before you did. Has your cat ever slid toward your seat before you even shifted your weight, like they were already in motion before you made any conscious decision to get up? You're not imagining it. Cats are pattern recognition machines. After months or years with you, they've catalogued thousands of micro-signals you don't even know you're sending. The specific way you set your phone down, a particular exhale, the way your posture shifts before you stand. To you, those are nothing. To your cat, they're a countdown timer. Animal cognition researchers have found that cats are remarkably accurate at predicting human movement based on behavioural cues alone. They don't need to understand what you're about to do. They just recognise the sequence that leads to the seat becoming available. So when they appear out of nowhere and claim your spot within 3 seconds of you leaving, that's not luck. That's months of careful observation paying off. They've mastered your routine better than you have, and they are using that knowledge with zero apology. 7. All of this is really about one thing. So here's the part I want you to sit with. Cats are not like dogs. They don't extend trust freely. They don't soften for everyone. In the wild, every vulnerable moment, every time a cat lets their guard down, chooses a place to rest, decides it's safe enough to sleep, that decision has survival consequences. Choosing wrong means not waking up. That instinct doesn't disappear just because they live with you. So when your cat walks past every other seat in the house, ignores the expensive cat bed, skips the sunny windowsill, passes up the perfectly good couch, and chooses the seat that smells like you, that's not casual. That's not a coincidence. That's every one of the reasons we just talked about landing in the same place at the same time. Your scent means safety to them. Your presence means calm. Your seat is the closest they can get to you when you're not there, and they go to it deliberately, every time, because you are the thing that makes their world feel okay. If you've ever wondered whether your cat actually loves you, whether any of it is real, this is your answer. Quiet, wordless, and completely unmistakable. They're not stealing your seat. They're telling you exactly how they feel about you. And they've been telling you every single time. If this made you look at your cat a little differently, drop a comment and tell me what they're doing right now. And if you want more of this, subscribe. There's a lot more to your cat than most people ever get to know. In our next video, we will explore why a cat tends to choose one person more than others. Why does a cat build a bond and declare you as their person to love and trust more than anyone else? If that sounds interesting, we'll see you soon. Take care.